Hi flower friends! I'm coming to you this morning on a Sunday. It's actually really bright out. So I just wanted to pop on here and say thank you for a beautiful gift that I got from a viewer. I got home the other day and there's a package on my step, and a couple packages actually, but one that I didn't recognize. I was like, I didn't order anything from that company. So it was a box and it had a sticker from Squirrelly Joe's, and I opened it up and inside was a beautiful card and then this package of coffee beans. You know how I love my coffee. Okay, so I opened the card and it was just a beautiful planty plant card, and it says, oh hello there, and then it just says, Nicole, I came across your YouTube channel and I really enjoy your content. She's in the hopes of opening her own flower farm, and so far she's only grown a weed garden. And that she's heard me say several times in my videos that I drink coffee, and I do. And I drink coffee, actually it's 9:30 in the morning on a Sunday. I've been up since 6 and this is like round 2 of coffee for me. And I'm a little nervous because I usually drink half calf. I actually had to go to the doctor's in the past year because I was having heart palpitations from too much caffeine. So I had to switch to half calf. And it's kind of just what I do. I just drink coffee. When I was younger, they told me I was allergic to caffeine. So that's probably why I was having all these things. So I switched to half calf, but it's delicious. Thank you so much. So this is from Rachel, and Rachel said her husband and her, they roast their own beans, and this is their company. So she wanted to share a bag with me, and then she said to please enjoy and keep pushing out real life content. And this was like super awesome to come home to that day, and it makes me feel really good about what I'm doing and the stuff that I'm sharing, and it really validates that the stuff that I'm sharing, people want to see it. So I'm so thankful, Rachel. Thank you so much. And she's from Illinois, so far away, and YouTube is allowing us flower people, our flower friends, to all connect. So thank you so much, Rachel. So it's delicious, by the way. Thank you so much. I get to use my new Flower Hill Farm mug. So this morning I have so much to do, but I've been actually reading this book. It's Letters of a Woman Homesteader. So this came to me from my aunt the other day. She dropped it off because I posted a picture of myself in the flower fields with a headlamp on, and then like it was late, it was probably 9 p.m. but I still had stuff to do. So I was out there and I posted a picture on just my personal Facebook and said, this is what you gotta do when you have a limited number of hours in the day. And someone commented and said, Mary Beth commented and said, you remind me of this woman, Eleanor Pruitt Stewart, and she was a homesteader in 1909, and these are all letters that she actually wrote to a friend of hers. So it's a collection of 25 letters, and my aunt saw the comment, got me this book, and I've been just eating it up. I read 30 pages this morning, and oh my gosh, I'm so grateful that someone's comparing me to her, because this woman is, I'm impressed by her humor and her writing in 1909, and just overall what she was able to do. I mean, she's doing things that normally would have been a man's chore, left to the men. So anyway, I'm excited for the rest of this book. That's enough about that. So what I have to do today is a lot of stuff, and I'll get to that in a minute. But first, I shot a video a couple of weeks ago and I just never got around to putting it together and posting it. So I'm going to show you guys that now. So this was 2 weeks ago. I was planting those final dahlias that came in. So I'm going to go ahead and put that video up now. Look, my glasses are ridiculous. Hi flower friends. It is day 2 of the 3 days that I took off from work, and it is another wet, cold, dreary day. But I have a laundry list of things to get done, including laundry. So it's raining. I don't know if you can hear the rain on the tin roof. I don't know how much filming I'm going to be able to do today, but I do have about 165 more more dahlias that came in. because I ended up splurging a little bit on the end of the season sale for a couple of my wholesalers. And then if you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, I have that purple and white cactus dahlia that I fell in love with when I saw, because someone mentioned, Danielle, a girl that I work with, commented and said that purple anything was her favorite, and I was like, do I have any purple dahlias? And I couldn't remember, so I went back and I ended up ordering that cactus dahlia. I think it's called Veritable. And anyway, so I got some of those tubers. So I've already planted 10. I already planted 10, and now I have 165 more to put in the ground. This is on top of the 300 that I already have in the ground, 325 I think. So I think I'm gonna have upwards of 500 dahlias this year, which is awesome. Not what I expected, but when you get an email and there's a clearance, you do what we all do. We're like, oh, clearance, buy them all. Go and see how rainy it is. I don't have rain gear for this camera, so I'm gonna take it out and film a few minutes. It's just gonna be me shoveling and planting dahlias. I'm so excited. Hi, so this is my one of my rows that I planted halfway. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the 5th row that I have here of dahlias. And I don't know, I would say it's 50 or 60 feet long. I don't measure anything. We just kind of go until the property says no, or until we hit a rock. That's just kind of how we roll around here. And I've got, those are the dahlias that I started in the basement probably 6 weeks ago. So those have 6 weeks of growth on them. And then I've got about a 40-foot stretch. Nah, it's like a 30-foot stretch here to plant, and I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Okay, so I have all the holes dug in this, which is how I do it. I dig all the holes first, and then I'll go through and drop the dahlias in, all of them, and then I'll go through and I'll cover them all up and I'll show you that. I noticed something on 2 of the tubers. I think that they have like Dahlia Gal. So this is a normal tuber. This is what it looks like. It's got, you know, nice firm tubers with some growth coming out. This is last year's stem, this is last year's stem. It's got a couple of eyes that are popping up. That's a normal looking tuber. And then I pulled out one that looked like this. I don't know if you could see all of that. It's like fasciation. There's like a ton of growth on top of growth on top of growth on top of growth. And that's a bacteria that easily spreads from one tuber to the next. Oh, you can even see it on the stem. See how much it's growing right there? And this is contagious, and this will spread to your dahlias, and it'll be deforming, and it could actually ruin your crop. So I'm keeping, there's 2 of them that look like this. I'm keeping them both out, and I'm throwing them right in the garbage because I just can't risk spreading to 500 dahlia plants. And these are the only ones I've had ever. I've never had gal like this on my dahlias, and I'm not gonna plant it. So anyway, show it to you one more time. Let's see. That is right there on the stem. And then that's what it looks like. I don't know if I'm focusing. Yeah, I'm not planting that. You know, at first you get excited, you're like, yes, I have eyes. No, I have too many. I'm tossing this right in the garbage so it doesn't spread. So I have the first row, I guess would be the 5th row of dahlias in, and I wanted to talk to you guys about planting depth. So I only did about 3 inches because I was doing for a couple of years 6 inches because that's what the packages always recommended. And then through the Flower Farmer page and through the online courses that I took with Dave Dowling, and I learned 3 inches is all they really need. So that's a huge relief for me because I used to spend so long trying to dig 6 inches down into my soil, and unless my husband had freshly tilled it with a tractor, that was very difficult to do. So 3 inches is much more feasible. You just put the shovel in halfway lift it up, and it's perfect. So I'll show you some video. I'll record some of the dahlias that I just planted 2 weeks ago, and they're already up 4 or 5 inches up out of the ground. So I'll grab some of that video so you guys can see. So here are some dahlias that I planted just 2 weeks ago, and you can see, I mean, they're already getting up. Of course, they haven't been pinched or anything yet, but they grow quite fast. There's another one over there, another one here. So this is a great example of how different the varieties look as they're growing. This is a dahlia and this is a dahlia, and this is where the first 25 were planted in top and the second 25 were planted on the bottom, but they have the same basic structure. The leaves have the same shape, but they're very much a different color. And I noticed this last year on my dahlias. Some have this very bright green and some have this darker green with the red stems, and they're just beautiful. Red purple, really gorgeous. I'm gonna go ahead and put the other 2 bags of dahlias in that final row, and that'll be it for my dahlias, I think, unless I get another email saying that I'm 85% off. No, this is enough dahlias for me. I have thousands of other plants to get into the ground today. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm not gonna record it though, because it's starting to get a little heavier rain, and I'm concerned about my camera. So I'm gonna pause it for now, get my work done in the rain, and then maybe I'll pick back up when I go to plant some other things back in the garden. Maybe the rain will lighten up by then. Okay, so like I said, that was 2 weeks ago. Those dahlias are sprouting already, but today I have so much to do. I was able to get those lilies in the ground yesterday, and I ended up going out later and planting another couple hundred gladiolas. I still have another few hundred to put in the ground of those as well, and I need to do that like soon because I'm running out of that window. My first frost is the end of September. I'm running out of that window of when I'll be able to get blooms, so that has to happen. I need to find a spot. Actually, I ran out of that line of gladiolas. I ran out of room. So also today, last night, I did inventory of all my seeds that I have left, and I did already purchase some more for next year. And this is all stuff that I found I could direct seed into the ground right now and still harvest by the end of the season. So, oh my gosh. Yeah, I have a lot to do today. I have some orange calendula, which I think would be great for the fall season. So at more marigolds, I have more the queen lime orange zinnia. I have more cactus zinnias. Oh, I'll show you guys. Some of these have pictures. These are from Baker Creek. Most of my seeds are from Johnny's, but actually this stack has a lot. And the calendula, this is the Ball's Improved Calendula. I'm just loving the color variation on that. Okay, my camera stopped recording. I ran out of space in the memory card. Like I was saying, some cilantro, more peas for me. Peas are my favorite thing to grow in the garden. I'm gonna try these. Is it focusing? Yeah, so crepes. I don't know, it says super low germination, so I might try to do that inside. More marigolds, these 2. Hello, baby. My cat is curious about the bag of coffee. Hi. More emerald tassels, and then I have some 75-day straw flowers. I'm gonna throw that in. Some cosmos. I already have a ton of cosmos, but I'm doing more cosmos. More straw flowers, silvery rose, more Mrs. Burns lemon. I picked up some cinnamon basil. I'm going to start that as well. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 Pro-Cut plums, Autumn Beauty, Red Hedge, and White Light sunflowers. I'll put another succession into the ground today. I'll be able to do succession plantings with these longer because sunflowers are a shorter season crop. So they're 50 to 60 days to flower, which is insane. So anyway, that's what I'm doing today, along with some major weeding. And I also have some, they're falling all over the place. Major weeding to do. What a mess. Sometimes I think, and maybe you guys can relate to this, but sometimes I think I'm trying to do too much. I haven't really shared about what I do. I'm not just a flower farmer. I am working multiple jobs, like too many. So I do freelance photography and video work. I was hired by multiple school districts to do virtual graduation ceremonies. That part of that is through my main job. I work for a BOCES. So BOCES have component districts. So I've been doing that. I work for a bunch of school districts doing photography, video, graphic design, website, social media, all that stuff. And then I also do freelance for insurance companies. I do voiceovers videos. What else do I do? I run a couple of very large Facebook pages. We have a page, my hometown has a page, and it's kind of just like a what's happening around town type. My hair is a mess, guys. I just took it out of the ponytail and this is what happened. Don't even care. So I just feel like maybe I have too much on my plate, but I don't want to take anything off, if that makes sense. If my main job, I work 4 days a week, I'm an 80% employee, so I have every Friday off, so I have 3 days, full days to commit to the flower farm, but I need more time. I need more time, and I just, do you guys feel that way? Do you feel like there's so much on your plate that something needs to come off, but you're not willing to sacrifice any of it? I also am I'm employed by an outdoor education program that I go around with kids on school trips, like field trips and stuff, and I teach them about mushrooms and plants and stuff like that. So that's the job I'm not willing to give up either. It's the best. We go hiking, biking, skiing, and kayaking with the kids. We didn't have a season this spring because of COVID and all the schools were shut down, but man, I'm not willing to give it up. And maybe that's why I'm reading this woman, this Eleanor Stewart. Maybe that's why people say that I remind them of her, because what I've read so far, I feel like that's her personality too. She's got so much on her plate, but she's not willing to give any of it up. So anyway, let me know if that's how you are, or what you have given up, what you have removed from your plate in order to make it all work, because I struggle, guys. I struggle with finding the time. I was away for 2 days, not away, but like I put 2 full days in of video recording for this graduation ceremony, and I came home and my garden looked like grass patch. Like it had been not tended to for 2 days, and it was just overwhelmed. So I think I'm gonna make some changes this fall when it comes to how I build my garden and my soil and stuff. So it's just, sometimes it's a lot, but I'm not gonna let that break my spirit, guys. I'm a homesteader, I'm a flower farmer, and I'm a mom. I have 2 kids, so we are busy people, busy people. Anyway, I want to throw this video together. Oh, also, I don't have internet. I had to drive to the local Dunkin' Donuts to use the guest Wi-Fi to upload yesterday's YouTube video. I live, like, I know I have a busy road in front of my house. You guys have seen that in the videos, but I live way up off the road, and we don't have internet. Like, we just don't have it. They don't have, the cable's not run. We have, we can get satellite, but I'm not gonna pay $150 a month for internet that's slower than my cell phone. So yeah, that's not an option. We're hoping for high speed. They keep promising it to us. It just hasn't happened yet. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna go outside and get all this stuff done. I hope you enjoyed watching me put my dahlias in from a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if you guys are small scale, large scale dahlias. I'm sure there are faster ways to do it, and there are also slower ways to do it. And some people also have help. Not that I don't have help. I want to thank Rachel again for this bag of coffee. It's a house blend, and it's Squirrelly Joe's coffee, and they're based out of Illinois. And I love the image on the front. It's a squirrel. It's a squirrel going in a tree. So anyway, thank you so much. It's always nice for an unexpected gift to show up on the doorstep. So thank you so much, Rachel. I appreciate it. And I'm so glad that you're enjoying the content and the real life content, like you said. I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm trying to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So, and I will continue to do that here. So you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Ooh.